Hi, my name's Chestin Salisbury. I'm one of the co-founders of Badass Clinicians, along with my business partner, Dr. Natty Bandisak, the CEO of Myokinetix, $1 million plus clinic in East Hanover, New Jersey. And one of the questions we often get is, well, how are you different from most marketing agencies? And the difference comes in, we are different in the sense that we don't sell a silver bullet. We don't just do one thing, because growing a successful clinic requires multiple systems, processes working together in harmony to give you the ability to control your growth, to be able to control what is happening within your clinic. And so our solution is not a simple, we're going to come in and drop in a cookie cutter solution, give you, start generating leads, give you, a platform that you can use, plus 200 videos that you need to go through on your own to train yourself, train your team on how to utilize this platform, this system to manage the new stream of leads that we're going to generate for you. Yes, that is part of the process. Generating leads is part of the process, but it's important to understand the distinction between sales and marketing. Marketing is the process of delivering, generating leads. Sales is what happens after you have those leads. How are you effectively moving those leads through your system, through your pipeline, along their journey in a way that positions you as the authority, as the expert, so that you can effectively close those leads into new patients. Well, our system, our solution, the infrastructure that we drop into your clinic all starts by, first of all, understanding who you are. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you doing well? Where are the gaps in your systems and processes? And where do we need to implement solutions, tools, resources, processes, people to allow you as the clinic owner to address those gaps, to make sure that every single lead that you generate, every single eyeball or interaction that you create, you're able to maximize that value in a systematic process using automations, using tools, using resources that are available, that are ready to go, so that you can turn every single eyeball, interaction, lead that you generate into revenue on the back end. And this all starts with what we call our business growth assessment. This assessment is something that we do at the beginning of every single implementation that we do with a client. And it allows us to go in and understand really well your clinic, your business. What are you doing? What are you not doing? What does your patient journey look like? What do your internal operations and fulfillment processes look like? We need to understand that so that we can deliver and give you the tools, the training, the technology, the systems, the processes, the assets that you need to be able to effectively capture leads, nurture and convert those leads into patients that ultimately we hope become brand champions that are out there referring their friends, their family to your business. You're developing referral relationships with other similar businesses. You are constantly doing those things how and when they need to be done in order to maximize the results that you're getting. So every single engagement begins by going through this business growth assessment. And there's really 5 key pillars that we look at when it comes to developing this, when it comes to looking at a clinic and looking at your growth engines. Now, when I say growth engines, there's really, a growth engine is a component of what we call value engines. And value engines are those processes, those mapped out, defined journeys that happen along the different stages of your business. So the first one is growth engine. Actually, let me go back. There's attention engines, there's growth engines, there's fulfillment engines, and there's innovation engines. And each of those are simply a framework, a philosophy, a process, a combined set of tools, systems, resources, technology, people that allow you to accomplish the certain objectives that you're going after. And so one of the first things that we look at is your attention engines and your growth engines, because that's what brings business in. That's what gets you out in the marketplace, gets you in front of your ideal audience, so that you can then have the opportunity to nurture and convert them into patients, so that your fulfillment engine can then take over on the back end. So one of the first places we look at, again, is your attention engines and your growth engines. And there's really 5 key pillars of these 2 engines. The first one is getting attention. This really applies to your attention engine. How well are you getting the attention of your target audience? If people don't know you exist, you're not going to have the opportunity to provide services for them. So we want to make sure that we are doing everything that we can to maximize the attention that you're getting in your marketplace. The next thing we want to do is we want to own the attention. So the second pillar is own the attention. And when we say own the attention, we don't just mean you have subscribers to your YouTube channel or followers on your Facebook page or your Instagram profile. While those are all necessary and we want to grow those as much as we can, you don't own that attention. At any moment, Zuckerberg, could ban your account, could change the algorithm. YouTube, they could change the way things are structured, and you could lose your business effectively because you've lost that audience. So you don't really own that attention. So we want to focus on capturing, at the very least, name, email, and phone number, so you have the opportunity to proactively go out to those people and deliver your message. Get in front of them with offers, with ways that you can help, providing value so that you can nurture and systematically move them through that patient journey until they ultimately become a patient. The next thing that we want to do, the third pillar we look at, is nurture and educate. Once you've got that attention, you've captured their contact information, now it comes time to position yourself as the expert, as someone that can help them with the problems that they're trying to solve. And so we need to make sure that we have systems, tools, processes, resources, people in place that can help systematically nurture and educate those prospects so that when it comes time for them to ultimately make that decision, it's a no-brainer for them. Keep in mind, people like to buy, but they don't like to be sold. They want to feel like when they spend their money, when they invest their time and their money in a particular solution, they're doing it because they feel like it's the best decision for them, not because they've been hard sold into purchasing the solution. And so if we can effectively nurture and educate your audience, your owned attention, and help them come to the decision on their own that you are the best one to provide the services they're looking for, your sales numbers are going to go up, your conversion process is going to be so much easier, and you're going to end up with more brand champions that can then help grow your business. The fourth pillar we look at is utilizing conversion mechanisms. And these are those systems, processes, assets, content that we are using to systematically move your leads, your prospects, step by step along that journey that they're going on. And so we want to make sure that we have the right conversion mechanisms in place. This could be lead magnet reports. It's the content that you're creating, the messages that you're putting out, the calls to action that you're delivering. This is going to be offers that you're making. These are the sales scripts that you have. These are the processes that you have that you follow for your discovery calls, for your visits, for your initial evals. All of those things make up those conversion mechanisms, and we want to make sure that you have the right tools in place at the right point in those journeys, so that your team has a process they can follow, so that they have an effective script to identify objections, answer questions, present your services, and ultimately, present offers for them to purchase your services. And then the last one is maximizing value. Again, as a small business owner, as a growing business, no matter what size, when you're trying to hit that $1 million mark, you want to maximize the value of every single eyeball or interaction that your marketing creates. And so this comes down to looking at every interaction, looking at every patient, and seeing how can we get the most revenue from this relationship. Now, of course, we want to do it ethically. We don't want to sell things that people don't need, but we also want to identify every single opportunity to provide more services, provide more value, provide something that they need that is going to ultimately help them achieve their end objective. Now, as we go through this assessment, there's really 6 sections that we looked at. Of course, those 5 pillars that we already talked about: get attention, own attention, the lead nurture and conversion aspect of it. Another big one is marketing technology. We live in a time when technology has made some incredible advancements. And so what used to be only available to big brands with multi-million-dollar marketing or technology budgets now are available for small businesses. And so we want to look to see what are you utilizing to help you fulfill your mission, accomplish the objectives of capturing qualified leads, nurturing and converting them, and ultimately turning them into brand champions. And technology plays a big part in that. We have a solution that we offer for CRM that offers, it's essentially an all-in-one small business marketing and fulfillment platform that we utilize. And so we go in and we look at what technology are you taking advantage of, where are the gaps in your processes that technology could come in and help fill, how well is your team using that technology, and what can we do to maximize the efficiency of your processes utilizing technology. Next is fulfillment and operations. Of course, this is a big piece. if you're getting leads and you're selling patients, but you're not able to deliver the results that you're promising, or that you're not meeting the standards that you've set, what does that look like? What can we do to improve that fulfillment and give a better experience overall? And then lastly, just maximizing that lifetime value. How well are we taking advantage of every single opportunity that we've created to deliver services, to create those brand champions, and ultimately to create more revenue for the clinic? So as you go through here, you can see it's fairly detailed. We go through every aspect of growing and building a successful clinic, and doing it in a way that gives you as the owner the time freedom that you need to be able to work on your business, not just constantly working in your business. So you're not the one out there sending the messages. You're not the one creating the content. You're not the one that's delivering. You're not answering the phones, doing the sales calls, et cetera, et cetera. Now, if you want to, that's fine. But the objective is to get you out of those roles and fill those roles with people, with systems, with processes that accomplish those objectives. So there's almost 200 questions, points that we look at as we go through this assessment. Again, addressing all of those 5 key pillars, looking at those 6 different areas that this falls under, to look at where are you at, how well are you doing, where are your gaps in your process? Do you have a defined process? Can you visually see where your leads or patients are on their journey? And do you have conversion mechanisms in place to systematically move them to the next stage in that pipeline journey, so that you can ultimately, again, maximize the value of every single lead or interaction that you're creating? So it's very detailed, very thorough. And again, this is one of the things that we do that most marketing agencies don't, because we provide a full front to back solution when it comes to growing your clinic. We don't just deliver leads. We don't just get you more phone calls, more patients. Yes, that's part of what we do, but it's a very small part, because all of the things that need to be done work together in conjunction. It's like all these little puzzle pieces that have to fit and work together in harmony to create this beautiful big picture that we're trying to create. And so it all starts with this business growth assessment. We offer this for free. If you want to get your own copy, you can go to badassclinicians.com/assessment and download your own copy and go through this yourself. If you would like us to help you go through it, we'd be more than happy to do that. Once you go to that page, you put in your information, there's an opportunity to schedule a free call where we'll get on the phone and we'll talk through this assessment with you and look at your practice, look at the things that you're doing, the gaps that you have, the things that you could implement to begin really creating a system and a process, a vehicle that's going to help you get from where you're at to where you want to go. So again, if you'd like some more information, badassclinicians.com. If you want to get the assessment, badassclinicians.com/assessment. I hope to hear from you, and I wish you nothing but success with your clinic.